Guess what? Weigh-in day. Guess what? I lost quite a bit. I'm quite a bit in comparison to the past few weeks, where it started to sort of plateau a little bit. Last week I lost, I think it was just a pound, which, to be fair, put me on a bit of a downer. But Aaron tried to explain to me, how it works, and with the changes of the diet, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, which, yeah, fair enough, I'm listening. But we were both expecting, I think, a £3 drop this week with the sort of tweaks and changes to the stage 3 diet plan. So this morning I've got up, I've got dressed, I've gone to do my cardio, I've come back and I've jumped on the scales, and I'm only fucking £5 down this week. So that's a massive fucking drop in a week. Massive difference. So last week, like I say, was only £1. So the changes in the stage 3 plan personally have fucking helped me a lot. So I'm double happy. Yeah, so I've been smiling ever since. Yeah, buzzing. So with the stage 3 diet plan, for me personally, it was a bit difficult because he put me on fish, and everyone around me knows I can't stomach fish. I mean, occasionally I used to have like fish and chips, bit of cod, that was it. I could never stomach salmon and shit like that, but he put me on cod. Obviously not fucking chip shop cod, but oven bakes. So fresh fish, exactly, fresh fish, nah. I can't even walk past the fucking fishmongers in the supermarkets, let alone fucking stick one in tin foil and put it in the oven. But this week I've tried my hardest. I've, every meal this week for me has been hard, where the fish is concerned. But I've done it, I've pushed through, because, at the end of the day it's benefiting, I'm seeing a lot of difference now in my face and, in my body, and it's obviously the £5 drop. I mean, it's not just down to the fish, but that little tweak I think did help. But like I say, it was personally hard for me. But yeah, no, I'm fucking happy, really happy. I'm buzzing. So still gonna crack on with everything that I need to crack on with. So I'm still on the same plan this week. Doing as much cardio as I can, doing the weight training, and it's obviously paying off. So we're getting to the point where we're getting to my target weight. So happy days.
Well, as you can see, Calvin is over the moon with the results that he's had this week. I'm starting to learn his body now, and his body is reacting to the diet pretty much every 2 weeks. So one week he'll lose a little bit, if hardly anything at all, and then the following week he'll lose quite a significant amount. Now, it's important. I'm going to explain some of the changes that I've made in the stage 3 diet plan and why, but it's important that I explain the reason for the stages in the first place. If you were to go straight in at the beginning of a transformation at stage 3, two things are most likely going to happen. One will be that your body will lose quite a bit of weight in its first week, but then it will tend to plateau from then onwards. Your body will go into shock, and it's most likely to store fat. Secondly, it's going to be disheartening. It's going to be too extreme to follow. First off, in order to make any transformation, any diet successful, you need to do it in stages, so your body gets used to a routine, not used to the diet, but used to a routine. It's also important to continually shock your body in a good way, within reason. So either take things out gradually, change things gradually, add things in gradually. A good example of that is supplements. If I was to start Calvin on stage 3, all singing, all dancing, starting in with the A5s as well, the Pure Alphas, on the leucine, the Kalel. Yeah, I could have done that for the first week, and he would have lost weight for the first week. I could have just said, yeah, this is just a week's diet just to show you how good our supplements are. The fact of the matter is, it wouldn't have had anything to do with the supplements. It would have been your body adjusting. But more importantly, it would only been good enough for a week, because any longer you're not going to know in reality what's working and what's not. And that's the important thing about introducing the supplements in gradually. It doesn't matter whether they're my supplements or whether they happen to be vitamins, or maybe a vitamin C or a leucine maybe I'm using of another brand, whatever it may be, whether it's my brand or somebody else's brand. You have to introduce it in stages. If I was just to introduce it into a week's diet plan, all singing, all dancing with all of my products, then it's no different to really conning you. You're never going to see the true benefits or the true readings. But you can hate me as much as you want. You can be one of them people, I can't fucking stand looking at him. What the fuck does Aarron know? You can say that I'm full of shit and I know fuck all. But what you can't fucking take away is these results over the last 5-6 weeks following Calvin's journey. I mean, there has been some PTs in the bodybuilding and fitness industry, especially in the UK. I've got 2 or 3 that have screenshotted some of my statuses or my posts on my fan page, particularly about the leucine. It's not scientifically proven that leucine helps you lose weight. Aarron Lambo is full of shit. Okay. Well, it may not be scientifically proven that leucine helps you lose weight, but it's not scientifically not fucking proven that leucine helps you lose weight either. Leucine doesn't help you lose weight. If you are that weird body type where you tend to get to that sticking point, no matter how many carbs you knock out of your diet, no matter how much you starve yourself, it's most probably because your body struggles to absorb the protein. And what leucine will end up doing, if you get pure leucine powder and sprinkle it on either every meal throughout the day or every other meal, your body would then absorb the protein in. And you can actually increase your carbs with each meal, and your body will lose weight. Now, you can say it's not scientifically proven, but I think I've proved it with Calvin's transformation. You can say that the Alpha A5s are all a placebo. Well, then what you're saying is a majority of my customers and followers, they're not benefiting at all. It's just a placebo effect that's making them lose all these pounds and making them feel better about themselves. And the proof is there. You know, we know what goes in our products because we source all the ingredients ourselves. We know how our products are made because we make them ourselves. I know I'm not a fucking university graduate in nutrition. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. What I did is I competed as an amateur bodybuilder at the fucking the top fucking amateur shows. I know how to diet. Furthermore, I learned from the Mr. Olympias, the pros. I've made a pro. So I know what I'm doing. I know what works. I might not know the scientific reason behind it, but I know what works and I know what doesn't work. And I know how to test things safely, especially when it comes to dieting and discovering different body types. Now, with Calvin's stage 3, he's going on about fish. He's making out like he's had fish every fucking meal. He hasn't. He's had fish one meal, and that's in the evening. He's also increased his vitamin C. He was having 1,000 micrograms of vitamin C. I've upped it to 4,000 throughout the day, and I've spread it throughout the day, 1,000 in stages throughout the day. You could be them chewable ones. The reason why I've done that mainly is because overweight people tend to have inflammation on their joints. That's through struggling with the weight day to day. Calvin had swollen ankles. You push your finger on his skin, it'll all go yellow. You know, you can make an indent with your finger on his skin. So he's also, as well as holding a lot of fat, he's also holding a lot of water. And I did tell him we'd expect to lose 3 pounds this week. Obviously, we've lost 5 pounds, which is even better. But just this week, he's been pissing like a fucking pregnant racehorse, and that'd have been down to the vitamin C. So doing what we did with the leucine, doing what we did with the vitamin C, changing 1 meal to fish, and also changing a lot of the meals, vegetables to spinach, has made a significant difference. So if you want to start following Calvin's plan, just go onto his Facebook page, Calvin Lambo. He's in charge of that. He's the one updating his progress, his day-to-day rants, whether it be about training, whether it be about his routines, whatever it may be. Mental_Big Brother, which is on Instagram. That's his Facebook, his Instagram page. And if you want to really follow his journey, then the stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3 of his diet plan are available at mentalhamster.com. And they are available for free. I know the stage 1 is available for free if you buy an Alpha A5. The stage 2 is available for free if you buy a Pure Alpha, and the stage 3 is available for free if you buy a Bipolar. These diet plans are tailor-made to Calvin, and they go from beginner of beginner to now starting to getting a bit more technical, and stage 4 will definitely be that. It's going to be even more of a challenge for Calvin, but it's still going to be doable. Calvin doesn't know what his target weight is. He doesn't know what I have in my head, and I don't think it's unrealistic. I'm not going to let all of you know just yet, but I do have a set goal in my head for Calvin, and it's not all about losing weight. It's also about building a shape for Calvin. If you lose weight dramatically, whether it be on a juice plus diet, whether it be on these fancy fucking things where you starve yourself, if you end up losing a lot of weight drastically, you can end up with loose skin, which the only possible way to get rid of that as a last resort will be operation, and we don't want that. There is ways of filling that skin out as you're losing the fat. So for instance, training. Calvin has a powerful physique. He's very fucking strong. He's a big lump. He's 6'1". So training, getting him to concentrate and practice compound exercises, deadlifts, benching, squats, increases weight with that. He's only going to get a thicker frame. He doesn't want to be a slim Jim. It's not going to suit him. He's only going to look ill. So what we want to do is burn that fucking fat, get rid of that gut, and fucking fill his skin out with just pure stockiness. You know, he's not going to be a fucking 6'1" ripped bodybuilder. But he certainly can pack on quite a bit of muscle, and he's doing that now, which is why I said to him, please don't get disheartened when you only lose a pound 1 week, because muscle weighs more than fat, so you're counteracting the fat with the muscle. So they're the weeks where you want to go by the mirror, not necessarily the scales. And if you are one of them people, you think, oh, I've only lost a pound, what's the fucking point? Get a pound of sugar, put it on your kitchen side, look at it, see how much that is as a visual. Pick it up, feel how heavy that is. A pound of fat to lose is quite a lot. 2 pounds of fat is a massive amount to lose in a week. 3 pound, 5 pound is just fucking brilliant. So don't get disheartened. And if your weight has stayed the same, but all of a sudden your clothes fit you a bit better, or you look in the mirror and I think, well, wow, I look better, but how the fuck have I stayed the same? That's because you've put on muscle. That is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So hopefully I've explained Calvin's video a little bit better, and his stage 3 diet plan. Like I said, it is available at mentalhamster.com. Now I'm going to eat a cake, because I like cakes, and I can. That's it. Alpha Trader, baby.